G'day everybody, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Hope you guys are doing well. We are in the Steel Watch Foundry. Wow, goodness me, I finally said it. We are finally here. I did take my sweet ass time. But we just had a little bit of a peek. There was a cutscene showing that these Gondians are in fact being forced to work against their will. And yeah, we're going to have to try and figure out how to get them out of their predicament. Look, the first thing that I'm going to try and do is just simply walk in here and see what happens. So let's do that.
Red brother, stand ready. Gondians, so much as twitch, and I'll rip your tongues out myself.
You recognize the Overseer's uniform. She's a follower of Bane, the god of tyranny.
Yep, so obviously part of Gortash's gang, Gortash's elite guard, perhaps. Arrived for duty. Yeah, I mean, if we can convince the Gondians to fight alongside us, I mean, I'd like to protect them as much as possible, though. I wonder if I chose the last one, whether or not the Gondians would just stay out of combat, and therefore we could save all of them. I'll persuade them. I'm here to help, Gondians. Together, we can free you all.
An interloper? How did you get in here? It matters not. You revealed yourself for nothing. The Gondians wouldn't know a spine if I ripped it from their backs and beat them with it.
You're wrong. Even if we beg, even if we humiliate ourselves, it won't matter. You'll kill us all anyway.
What was that?
I said, we shall bow no more. For the glory of Gond!
Okay. I do hope that she gets out of there, because I'm worried about her positioning. Do we have any steel watches in here? It doesn't look like it. So there's no risk of explosions happening. Speaking of explosions, that'll be really nice to utilize, but I don't think I can make use of it for now. So how many enemies are we dealing with? Is it only the 3? Okay. Alright, I'm not entirely sure why I'm feeling, like, intimidated, but maybe I shouldn't feel too intimidated. That's probably out of the question there. I think what might be a good idea is for arrow of many targets. Again, I haven't cleaned up all of this, guys. I've not had the time recently. Oh, and of course I'm not wearing the right gear. Of course. That's just half of the course. Who should we go for first? I would say maybe the weakest link would be the best thing to deal with first. Extra attack, opportunity attack, tactical discipline, gain advantage on all ability checks and saving throws during combat, expert in mustering self-control. Okay. Holding a hand crossbow, which maybe he's just a ranged attacker. Let's take a look at everyone else. Yeah, we've seen these maces before, but she's holding something else, and I'm not entirely sure what she's going to do with that. Can she use it to convince the Gondians to turn against us? Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything special about these guys. At least, not that I can tell right now. Let's do it. Let's go for the weakest link, and as I said, I think it's probably a good idea for us to use Arrow of Many Targets, if I can actually find it. There we go. Let's do it. Luck of the Far Realms. Nice crit there. And I might do another. Alright. Doesn't look too bad. But we probably do want to pull blue all the way back. Yeah, over here is fine.
Consider my hackles raised.
Jaheira. Our air elemental is actually going next. After Karlach. Oh, okay. We can't use it until after Karlach has had her turn, I guess.
Onward.
Just trying to figure out if I can get like 2 targets in the one spell, or I could do something like that. How much damage is that? Up to 22. That doesn't seem like a bad move to me. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and... Oh! We don't have Starry Form. Darn. Well, we'll get that on immediately. But since I'm not going to be able to use the Dragon Breath, maybe I can just park her here for the time being.
Bye forever, pal.
And instead, we get Karlach in the mix,
Nature
but
shall be defended.
let's
At any
do
cost.
Wholesome first. Question is, what do we want to do with Wholesome? I'm just worried about this oil barrel, obviously. Hold person could be interesting. And if we upcast it, we might be able to, like, hold all 3 of them. Out of sight. Kidding me? Or do we just do some damage?
Sylvanas, guide my step.
I think it might be decent to try and do hold person, to be honest. So... Oh, I forgot to upcast it. Bloody hell. Ensnaring strike. Giant vine capable of dragging creatures towards itself. I think I'm gonna do Shillelagh. And do we get into the mix?
For the fallen.
I don't know. I don't know if that's such a
Gods,
wise
it's hot
idea.
in here.
I probably want a little bit of space for our elementals. That seems like a decent idea to me. I won't be able to go into frenzy though. I think I don't mind that, because if I jump in here... Oh, there's ice there. God damn. Oh, I only just realized when I clicked. Well, I mean, both of them became prone, so that's not too bad, I suppose. Oh, okay. Interesting. Let's teleport. So this is still, yeah, this is a multi-attack. I'm just having a look at who's going next. These guys may attack this bag dog, I'm hoping. So let's do that teleportation. Yeah, that's good.
Another fight. Let's go.
Oh, Father, shield your servant.
Yeah, I think we can
I must reach
close
there.
the distance here.
Not but another harvest. Not pinned down just yet.
Okay, he's dead. That's good.
Prinsky's
Nice.
motivation sequence activated.
No! The motivator! Deactivate it! Hurry!
Deactivate it. Excuse me? What do we need to do? This device will make something explode if the holder drops... Okay, it's probably going to explode their, sort of neck, choker things. How do we even, like, can we even do anything to it? Can we attack it? It doesn't have HP. Let me do a quick save here. Yeah, I can't seem to interact with it. It's really bad that it's going next, though. We'll keep you out of it. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. Can you do anything to it? No. Okay. Bad. Let's see what happens here.
Sequence activated.
I'm gonna move that there.
I am ready.
And this motivator, let's interact with it. Oh. Cosmic Omen. Yeah. Come on. Let's get it. Oh my god. Yes. Let's do it. Oh, wow.
Disowned. Oh, that was far too close for my liking.
Okay, so assuming these guys are okay now, we can just finish this fight. Man, that was a little bit worrying. Okay,
There.
Red in tooth and claw.
probably can't do Dazzling Breath right now, unless I move Karlak out of the way. Probably could do that. But Karlak might actually end this anyway, with any luck. Nice. Alright, let's check in on everyone.
Corpses. The smell will attract someone. I need to dispose of them.
Let's have a chat with these guys.
Blessed be. What have we done? They're dead. They're all dead.
Yes, killing your captors was the point of this.
No. You don't understand. The Overseers hold more than our lives hostage. They have our families. And if they see what we've done, killing me will only be the beginning. God help us. I could cut them up.
Let me just take a look. We haven't seen an update to the quest to stop the Steel Watchers. Disable the Steel Watch.
Deal with the bodies.
So much blood! What have I done? They'll kill my wife because of this! You made me do this!
Dispose of them.
So much blood.
I thought we were gonna have to fight him for a second there.
The Overseers are gonna burn us alive for all this! Our families! Everyone!
Okay, so they don't seem too happy about what's happened, so I wonder if there was perhaps another way that we should have pursued before we even got here.
Bastards deserved it.
problem at a time. Deal with the bodies.
Kill switch protocol. Let's have a look at this. Caution, Prinsky's motivator is the supreme Bainite means of ultimate coercion, but it is useful solely as a deterrent and not as a weapon. When triggered, the user has only moments to deactivate it before the prison tank charges detonate and the hostages are killed, taking with it our leverage over the Gondian artificers. Threaten convincingly, but never go full detonation unless the entire Foundry falls to our enemies. So long as you hold the motivator, you are safe from the Gondians, for they know that if you are attacked, their loved ones will die. However, to prevent accidental massacre, the motivator can be deactivated easily with the correct input. Don't worry about the Gondians, they'll be too terrified to grab a dropped motivator. They are weak and cowardly, the natural prey of the worshipper of Bane. Security office key, we'll grab all of this.
Oh, the smell. Get rid of these bodies. Right now.
Breathe.
Bastards deserved it.
You have to clean
Deal with the bodies.
You have to get rid of the bodies.
So much blood.
If I hide the corpses, the smell will attract someone.
I mean, they're saying they gotta get rid of the bodies or whatever. I mean, should we be retrieving the bodies for them?
This Watcher is in Phase 8 assembly stage. Components over-delivered for this month's quota by 114%.
I'm not thinking like that.
Yeah, some of them seem very hysterical. Wow. Yeah, this Gondian worker probably had his head blown off by the device. That's my guess. We'll have a quick peek. Nothing in there. Not really worth anything.
Here, in unpowered prototype form, stands a completed Steel Watcher, the proudest achievement of the Foundry, and a tribute to the untiring efforts of the Bainite Overseers. Targeting module, an optical focus device, is fitted within the Watcher's helm to enable aiming of the harpoon bow.
Gondian Automaton Conversion. Automaton Conversion Plan. Draft plan for converting the Hall of Wonders Auto Guard project to Director Gortash's specifications for a Steel Watch, Artificer Xaner Tubin. What follows are many pages of nearly incomprehensible magico-technical specifications, complete with parts, lists, and diagrams. Page labeled Infernal Power Supply is blank, except for the words to be supplied by Director Gortash. Infernal Power Supply. An Archduke's Leadership, Public Works. I think we may have seen that. So, I wonder if there's a way we can save the families of all of these Gondians. That way we can stop them from worrying so much. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's still a few guys back here, which we probably do want to deal with. This foundry doesn't seem to be very big, although perhaps maybe there's an area that we haven't exactly accessed just yet. So let's all hide. I wonder if it might be a good idea for us to open with blue and keep blue up here, and everyone else may be able to sort of like come down.
I could cut them up, or perhaps incinerate them.
Yeah, let's have everyone else come down this way. I think the idea is we're going to have these guys attack from this side.
Or perhaps incinerate them.
Yeah, I don't see any, like, cones of vision or anything like that right here, so I assume we should still be okay. These guys may try to run all the way this way, potentially.
I can be subtle sometimes.
God help me. The bastards deserve so much blood.
What if I get caught?
So let's take a look at these guys. Nothing special. I don't see another one sort of holding any special device or anything like that, so let's kill these guys and then let's move on.
If I hide the corpses, the smell will attract someone.
Bastards deserve
We need to dispose of them.
much blood.
Okay,
God, the smell.
happy with that. I'll probably start with the lightning arrow. Can I? It looks like blue would have to move to be able to do that for whatever reason. So I probably don't want to do that. I just maybe want to take a shot from here. Might use braced.
Better be cautious.
And as soon as they open, we've got an ambush ready. Oh, not all of them have been discovered. That's even better.
What now?
Blue,
Very well.
can you get in there for another attack? Or maybe here? Not quite.
Dum-de-dum.
Enemies afoot.
I think I'm gonna do something like this. Or do we do wall of fire?
not always go in plain sight.
Oh, I didn't realize Karlach was still following.
What's cooking? Another step on the path.
Nice. Okay. Very good. Let's do...
I'd love to,
Hang on.
thanks.
Let's get a couple of attacks in with Karlach. So I think this is something new that we've just obtained recently. Once per long rest, when scoring a critical hit on a humanoid, you can paralyze the target for 2 turns. I don't think we need this right now, though, because we've got these guys held anyway. So I think it'd be kind of pointless to do that. Yeah, let's actually take Frenzy. Can you do Frenzy and still be hidden? I'm not sure if that's even a thing that's possible.
Soldier. What must be done?
I think these guys are a little bit too far away from each other for us to get both of them in Dazzling Breath.
No rest, be you wicked or wise.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to get both of them in. Alright. All good. Let's just move away from these guys for a little bit. And the idea is... might want to try and get our elementals in and doing some attacks. And then sort of portaling out. Do I need movement speed for this? I don't think I do. So let's bring you here. Let's do Gushing Air. Okay, and we do this and this. Hang on, am I reading that? Yeah, okay. I'm misunderstanding here. I'm looking at this thinking this is, like, not thunder damage, like electric damage, lightning damage. That's why I wanted to, you know, push out some water in that area, but that's okay.
Stand in our way.
I mean, we can finish this guy off. Thunderous Smite. This almost looks like Booming Blade, like the icon does. I wonder if it basically is. Both of these are level 3 spell slots. May as well do this then. Overkill, but... Okay, good. So let's take a look around a little bit more.
Deal with the bodies. If I hide the corpses, the smell will attract someone. I need to dispose of them.
Send that to camp. We'll check out this one as well. Safe key. Congratulations, son. Gasper. Just a quick note to tell you we are so proud of you for finally landing a job with a future. Lord Gortash will go far, and you were right to hitch yourself to his star. Pa is especially pleased at how you're carrying on the Throk's name. In fact, he's taking me out to the elf song right now to celebrate. Say hello to that sweet Tamia Holtz for me. Mama.
If I hide the corpses, the smell will attract
The
I need to dispose of them.
Tamia Holtz.
Bastards.
It's her.
Cut them up.
Okay. I mean, I love how this game sort of makes you feel guilty about, like, killing some people, because they all, like, have families as well. And you're like, yeah. Doesn't feel too good. But hey, it had to be done. These guys were being a nuisance. Ooh, plenty of food here.
If I hide the corpses, the smell will attract someone. I need to dispose of them.
Okay, anything of interest back here, though? There's a bit of a storage area. Something going on here, maybe? This just leads back out.
That's curious.
Vents. Wonder if that will lead us somewhere else. Yeah, because there is another room here, but I need to figure out how to get there. Let me just quick save, and let's see what happens if we interact with this.
Not a chance I'll fit in.
So we need something that can crawl up the vents, and where does that lead? Maybe just out here. Or upstairs? Is there even like a second level?
If I hide the corpses, the smell will attract someone. I need to dispose of them.
This majestic Morian helm shields the Watcher's gyronetic and targeting modules.
What if I get caught?
I'm gonna be sick.
Okay, there's a gate here. And that's going to lead us down, I would have to say. Oh, and then there's this door, which I initially assumed led outside, but no, I think this is going to take us somewhere else completely. And we do have the key for it. Do a quick save. Let's also hide. And yeah, let's see what this is all about. Another Gondian there. I see what appears to be maybe an enemy on the mini-map there, but it's not on the same level as us, so could be patrolling up here somewhere, or maybe even another place completely. Another door there.
That could work.
We'll have a chat with the Gondian first, maybe. Again, I don't see any eyes here anyway, so maybe we don't really need to sneak around.
Nangufgrish of the lore. Your nervous gait betrays your presence, stranger. You don't belong here. Who are you?
If I tell you, won't you go running to the guards?
To the tyrants who collared me like a dog and took my daughter? No, I think not. But I do have to inform them. Your very presence here imperils us all. The Overseers, they have a contraption. When triggered, it will kill everyone who wears a collar.
Can't you remove the collars?
You underestimate the enemy. The Overseers, they are Glixbran Rakthar. The collars are not only equipped with explosives, there is also a mechanism that alerts the Overseers if they're removed. One of us may be able to save themselves, but it would be at the expense of everyone else. We can't risk it.
What if you rise up in unison? They can't stop you all.
Even if we did somehow unshackle our collars simultaneously and overthrow our oppressors, there would be consequences. Our families are held elsewhere. The Overseers need only activate those contraptions they hold, and they suffer the consequences of our actions too. We cannot win. We must aid in building these Vagron.
So, I would say that implies that the rest of their families are also wearing these strange collars, or explosive collars. There's always a way. Will you fight back if I free your families?
Gungal. Aye. Even more, I'd help you destroy this place.
Where are your families being held?
I don't know where they are, but some of the Overseers must. You'll have to infiltrate deeper into the Foundry. Just make sure you don't get caught. If they raise the alarm, they'll trigger the collars. I will pray for you. My daughter. Her name is Obelia. Gondral Frakas Hulnesh. May Gond be with you. Patience. It hasn't been long.
Okay, so we need to discover the location of the families. So I guess we'll be able to find out somewhere within the Foundry area itself. I do want to look around this area a little bit more though, just to make sure that we're being thorough. Someone likes to hang out here, I guess. A bunch of wine. There's a lever. Pull the cargo elevator. Okay, so this might come up if I pull that. Could be. And then there's a pathway downwards this way. And is there anything else? I mean, there's this room as well, so there's a lot to actually see here.
It hasn't been long. Is this too big?
Okay, I think we'll check out this room first. And I don't know if I should check this one or maybe go down the elevator. I think maybe we go through the doors, actually. And then we check the elevator a little bit later. So, let's have a look. Another storage room of some kind. but it doesn't seem to lead anywhere. Yeah, there's not really much in this room at all. So, don't know what to think of this room. Not even any checks or no secret pathways. In that case, we just need to go down here. I missed these. Did I take a look at the mechanical diagrams? Oh. Here's a scry screen here.
Patience.
Scared and miserable, with visible cuts and bruises, these people can only be one thing: prisoners.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I took a look at that, because we didn't see that before. So, these prisoners must be somewhere in the Foundry. Possibly. Watcher crossbow blueprints. A blueprint revealing the internal workings of a Steel Watcher's arm-mounted crossbow.
There is no other way.
Tamia Domina. A handwritten journal, a sort of diary recounting sexual relations over the last month between TH and BD. Each entry notes a new position checked off from the Quattrasune, with TH always in the dominant position. Okay, maybe it's well, all of the people that we've just killed. Maybe they did get together. A 10 days prayer to Gond. Gond, grant me accuracy that I may record the details of my work well and truly. Gond, grant me alteration that I may correctly imbue mechanisms with the magic of dynamic change. Gond, grant me deduction that I may understand how my work is flawed and how to rectify it. Gond, grant me innovation that I may perceive new and better paths to fabrication. Gond, grant me inspiration that I may grasp the whole and not just the parts. Gond, grant me integrity that I may give my co-workers their due. Gond, grant me objectivity that I may see past wants and desires to what is. Gond, grant me precision that I may be meticulous and avoid error. Gond, grant me punctuality that I may coordinate efficiently with others. Gond, grant me sobriety that I may perform my functions at full capacity. Alright, and let's take a look at this. Regarding the Gondian gnomes, Bainite Confidential. Though it's important to cooperate with our siblings who worship Merkel and Ball, remember that Bane is the tyrant. It is Bane who rules. Subversion and capture of Gondian operations in Baldur's Gate is a Banite project. Particularly as regards the gnomish artificers, they are ours, or more particularly, mine. They are not to be tadpoled, as that would expose them to control through the Absolute's hierarchy. Instead, they are to be locked in incineration collars that are remote controlled by Prinsky motivators. I want the gnomes aware of what they are doing and deeply unhappy about it. When the Watcher project is complete and the artificers are of no further use, the survivors will then be tadpoled. Lord Gortash. Invasion plans of Eltragard. Map of Eltragard centering on the city of Eltruel and showing the nearby towns of Triel, Scornable, and Berdusk.
What if we accord?
Not entirely sure if we've seen that one.
There is no other way.
Let's take a look at this. Mechanical diagrams.
It's a diagram of mechanical designs, not just written, but ridged, so that blind fingers can trace out their shapes.
Okay. They've got, like, braille or something. Ooh. What? would we be combining, though? I feel like we've seen a lot of different, like, components strewn about in various containers. Could we be using some of those things? Placing them in and combining them into something? I'm not sure. We haven't even seen anything to suggest that we would need to, you know, create an item. Nor has anyone mentioned anything about that. Anyway, I'm gonna go through this door first.
Restricted area. Entrance only with Lord Gortash's permission. Violators will be executed.
Okay then, well, good quick save warning, and let's go in. Maybe I should just be a bit sneaky beaky if I can. Lenti- oh god. Oh god, yeah. Oh no. It's a horrible start. How many of them are there? There are quite a few. Yeah, okay, I guess only this group has joined. I'm thinking... oh my god. I'm thinking there could be more. These guys haven't joined us just yet. I wonder, now that I'm thinking about it, whether or not the elevator was a better choice, but I feel like this is probably the elevator here, right? Which means that we would be immediately going into battle with these guys. What are these things? I'm a bit confused. We've got some Gondians here. Even this guy's Gondian. But he seems to be hostile towards us. I don't know if I really want that.
Blood comes easy these days.
Okay, let's see. We might need to try and knock out the Gondians, if we can. Big problem is this Steel Watcher, obviously, at the very beginning. I wonder if I can get Blue. Yeah, I could probably perch Blue up there. And we'll have better sight lines.
None can withstand nature's wrath.
Yeah, okay, a lot of them can't move because of the maimed status effect.
This is gonna feel good.
Karlak can move. Alright. And... there's our other elemental. I'm gonna see if I can start with the elementals, to be honest. So what I want to do is to create a puddle of water. Hang on. Am I going to be able to do the right synergy here? Lightning, yeah. This is thunder damage. Okay, so I need to get off a multi-attack. Let's do it. Well, let's get in there and do that multi-attack. Okay. We could, like, portal these guys out and maybe engage some of these guys.
Another fight. Let's go.
Might be a good idea before we then do lightning arrow on the Watcher. Is this one a bit of a different type of Watcher? Hellfire Watcher. Did we not get the electric damage? Okay, my bad. Maybe we need to be doing cold damage instead. We did create a puddle of water, no? So I thought it would get, like, wet as a result. Anyway. I guess that failed.
Unleash me!
No better moment.
Very low chance of hitting. Alright, let me get these guys out. Yeah, I don't know if putting them there was the best of ideas, to be honest. Probably not.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Oh, man. I think this is not going to get Ursa affected. It says that... Well, she's within the range, but she's not highlighted, so... Take it. Oh, okay. Well, of course, she's still affected. Anyway, that's fine. She can tank a little bit of damage. Ah, of course. Should have done that. Leave blue up here. Need to try and be as far away from this Watcher as we can when it blows.
You still have time to surrender.
Ah, okay. She's within reach now. God damn it. How is the target blocked? Yeah. We'll take an attack of opportunity if we do try to leave.
I shall not yield.
Gods, it's hot in here.
So what I need though is for Karlak to do enough damage for this thing to trigger a detonation, and that way, I mean look, Ursa Ursa we probably won't be able to save. Oh, actually, because the Steel Watcher went first, maybe we can get Ursa out of there before it blows.
You're not gonna like this, mate.
That was a lot of damage, still not in the detonate state, so may as well use one of these. There we go.
Knees high. Always this same old song.
Okay. Holston and Ursa are gonna feel a bit of pain. Actually no, Ursa we should be able to get out, but Holston's gonna be a bit problematic here. So, let's see what else goes on.
I won't give in.
I am ready.
Does he need to move to try and cast this? Let's see if I can block off this area like that. I'm just trying to think of whether or not there are any other better options for us. Wall of Thorns. Level 6. Could do Moonbeam around here, although I feel like maybe these guys might still be able to go through. Plus, if he dies, then this would have been for naught anyway. I like this idea. At the very least, we can create a ice surface, which will make it a lot harder for people to try and get to us up here on the high ground, so... Oh, I do have an option to try and get out. And I think I will take it. I forgot completely about Misty Step. Alright, let's move you. So, why didn't everyone else take a turn? Why is that? Are they all surprised or something? I'm not entirely sure why they all didn't take their turn, but anyway. Let's move back a little bit. Please slip. Psionic backlash. Actually, this is the Gondian, right? Yeah, we should. Please slip. Oh. Damn. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm happy that at least we didn't get caught up in the blast. Are you kidding me? There's another one that's just joined. What the hell? That was a very long patrol route. Ah, man. Alright. Tell you what, guys. I'm very happy that we managed to take out this Steel Watcher, but these Gondians I don't know what to think of. We are going to need to figure out, hopefully, a way to try and save them all.
My luck again.
Just probably going to need to knock out a whole bunch of them where possible, but that does limit our options when it comes to, you know, AoE spells and whatnot. Anyway, gonna sign out here. When we come back, we'll continue with the fight, and we'll go from there. Hopefully, it'll be a successful one. Stay true, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.